You know, I could probably not wear the same hoodie every single morning, but consistency causes grounding. It's not me just being some grubby homeless guy. This is me cultivating safety for you. And, you know, I could also probably not like talk to you like this and edit it and make it all, you know, more easily presentable and quicker and more short form for your short attention span that we all have, including me, very much including me. But, you know, that would be me doing something I don't want to do. And therefore, and thus, modifying my authentic self and desires. And you know what happens when we don't modify our authenticity? We attract people who resonate with us. So, you know, as I'm on here, I'm getting on my soapbox, my preacher box. I'm reading this book as if I'm perfect in all of these ways. I just wanted to share those extra, you know, lessons with you. Chapter 14, Master Your Expectations. So this is a short one, but impactful, kind of like this whole book. You know, it's not a big book at all, and it takes like 20 minutes to read every morning, which is really ideal. I'm gonna buy more books like this, short and to the point. So it's very common to fall into the trap of developing unrealistically high expectations. And when we do that and reality doesn't match our high expectations, what happens? We are disappointed. So yeah, he's just talking about developing a realistic view of life, which is very helpful. And I definitely have some takeaways from this I'll share. But he's kind of alluding to two truths in life. Number one is that humans fear change and fear the unknown. So living life in general, we should expect to be challenged, because that is a challenging dynamic, right? For change to be literally constant in life, but for humans to not like change means, you know, what does that mean? It means we're gonna struggle a lot, as the Buddha said. And number two, expect to solve problems. So kind of developing this more positive view of looking at life as a puzzle instead of, you know, in a hopeless way. So yeah, he's basically just saying, you know, it's kind of like hope versus hopelessness. And yeah, you know, view life, accept that life is challenging and you will have challenges, and look at it as a puzzle to solve. And I like what he says at the end, to make the leap. And what he's saying is the leap from where you are to where you want to be, essentially, or what change you think needs to happen. You have to use your imagination and creativity, because creativity is always needed for problem solving. So I like how logical and rational and practical the approaches are in this book, and I think that's what we need, especially with triggers and negative core beliefs and stuff like that are based in trauma. But I like that he mentions how important creativity is here. So that's 14, and we got one chapter left. Yeah, it definitely resonates with me, because, you know, I've had a pretty major life transition, switch, life falling apart event happen, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. And I share a little bit more about that on my coaching page, as I've been writing a book about it, which I'm finishing up this winter. But yeah, for me, it's really easy for me to allow that to define me. And what he's talking about here is really encouraging and empowering for me to realize, like, oh, I can just reframe all of these things, and I need to be able to see all the beauty and opportunity that's in front of me now. So yeah, it's a really good book. Master your brain and emotions to overcome anxiety, depression, and negative thoughts. It's a pretty good description. And he does that a lot with logic and perspective. Perspective is massive in this book, and it's been really helpful for me. Some people are kind of just joining a little bit later, and they haven't caught the early chapters, so I might make some reels out of these videos and post them, just so if someone's interested, they can go through the whole book and 10 minutes of my rants. And then I'm also thinking about doing this for the book that I'm writing, like maybe sharing a chapter at a time. So let me know what you think about that for my real people who are still here at the end of these chapters.